Hi, I'm Pastor Darren, and welcome to Word for the Week. I want to talk to you today about Jesus being the one. In Matthew chapter 11, we find that John the Baptist is in prison. He doesn't know it at the moment, but he may suspect that it won't be long before his life is going to come to a rather abrupt end. But in this moment, as he's in prison, he has talked to some of his disciples and he has sent them off to see Jesus to ask him one question. And this is the question they asked. This is Matthew 11, verse 3. Are you the one who was to come, or should we expect someone else? When the disciples went to Jesus and told them of John's question, Jesus answered them this way. And he says, look around. The lame are healed. The blind can see. The gospel is being preached. And he said, go and tell John these things. And so they went back and told John. And in this way, no doubt, reassured him that yes, Jesus is the one they were expecting, because the prophecies about him and what he would do were coming true. But what about in our day? You know, we're not far from Easter right now, and the question comes, is there a Savior? When will he come? Who should we expect? And the reality is still the same today as it was then. The answer is Jesus. The reality is, are we looking? Are we observing? Do we see the hand of Jesus at work around us? Do we see where he is delivering people, where people are being saved, people are being healed, people are being rescued, people are hearing the gospel of Jesus that have never heard it before? And yes, these things are happening. And therefore, Jesus is the one. He's the one who is to come. But for you and I, what does that look like in our life? Do we understand that Jesus is the one? And if we do, are we living our lives in a way that demonstrates that this is what we believe? And if we're not sure, we need to take time and look at the evidence of what's going on in this world and how Jesus is impacting the world, how he is interacting with men and women and believers throughout the world. The evidence that he gave then is still the evidence that can be found today if we're willing to look and if we're willing to believe. So this week, take time, look around. What evidence do you see of the Son of God, Jesus Christ, being alive and well and working in our lives today? And do we believe it? And then, are we living it? Jesus is the one. I'm Pastor Darren. That's your word for the week. God bless, and have a wonderful day.